the skinny.
Yes, sir.
So every region got their own little slang. I think you gave the definition of the skinny, like how we use it in terms in the South.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Coming up. More reality rap. With this, I was listening to it, and I just feel like this shit happening today.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's real life. And
Yeah, man.
let me tell you something, bro. Real life ain't gonna never change. People gonna always have to pay bills. People gonna always have problems.
Yeah.
Them two things gonna always happen. I don't care how much money you get and what going on in your life, you gonna always have something going on. It's just gonna be to a different level. You know what I'm saying? Your problem ain't gonna be my problem. My problem ain't gonna be your problem. But we all gonna have problems
Exactly.
at some point.
No matter how much money
Ain't
you
nobody's life gonna be perfect. You feel me? But like I said, it's how you stand back up when you fall. You feel me? Whatever it is, whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can keep moving forward. And shout out to Joy. Joy, that's Joy on the hook.
Oh, Joy.
And,
Okay.
Yeah, but that's one of my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff in that verse, in them verses is.
You kicking a lot of game with that one.
Yeah, and it's a whole lot of 100% real shit going
Yeah.
on in there.
It's like
when I'm talking about some shit in there, and after my 21st birthday, the day after my 21st birthday, I got shot.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin boyfriend was trying to rob me and my cousin, and it was just some crazy shit. But it's a lot of elements that just like it's a lot of real shit going on.
What
And
made you want to open up and put that in a song like that? Just
Well, like I said, it's a lot of reality in a lot of them records. You know what I'm saying? It's just different elements. You know what I'm saying? We all got different shit. You know, every day ain't the same for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like the girl on the break before It's Okay that you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's a girl I used to actually kick it with. You feel me? And I just called her. I'm like, look, I'm doing this break. Oh, this what's going on, and we just kicked it. But that's a real person who I actually dealt with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them records, Dirt Work, all that shit was. It ain't 100% everything, but them situations is real situations that was there. And then, you know what I'm saying, we got some fiction going on.
Yeah.
Certain parts, you know what I'm saying? Just or changing certain, you know what I'm saying, changing certain elements, but all that shit real. You feel me? Like, it's real. And it's life.
yeah.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? I had a song that didn't make the album like we were talking about earlier that was called That's Life.
Really?
Yeah, and it actually summed up this whole album in one. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't put that on there. That shit was jamming. And I got some ideas as far as I got some shit that I want to do with the project in a whole, as far as trying to re-release a lot, that if not the whole project, a good bulk of it. And
Like some 25th year anniversary or something
yeah,
like
but
that?
it might have some twists, some goddamn extra production,
Some unreleased?
all of the above.
Yeah,
You feel me?
that'll be
So,
dope. That'll be dope.
But I've been doing a lot of movies. I've been to be honest. I still do a lot of music because we're doing a lot of more music that we putting on soundtracks and stuff like that. But I'm tied into the film game a lot more. So I've been doing a lot more independent films and music and films and all of that. So I got some ideas that we working on.
That's what's up. Like, I love the blend. Like,
I appreciate it.
the reality rap,
I feel
everything. You got the time lock, you got the worldly rays, and just the importance of putting that in the music.
Yeah, Worldly Ways, that was one of my favorite. That probably is that hook on Worldly Ways. It's probably one of the hardest hooks I ever wrote.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy because I remember back in the day when folk would call me for verses and shit like that, and I'd be like, and then I would have some people call me for hooks, and I'm like, look, bro, I charge way more for a hook than I charge for a verse.
Yeah.
Even though the hook gonna be shorter, I'm gonna charge you way more for this hook. Cause the shit I'm gonna give you on this hook,
It's different.
that's your whole song.
Exactly.
That's your idea.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can give you a verse all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I gotta give you the whole idea, that shit gonna cost you more than this verse.
Yeah.
So, you want a verse, you want this hook. You feel me? I'm just keeping it 100, but that's for real
that's
because
for real.
I can come up with anything fabricated, but if I give you me, hook wise,
I need that paper.
you got to pay for that. They gonna cost you. I don't care to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I be telling a lot of folks, a lot of shit I got for free is for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If it's for me, it's for free. But that shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause
I ain't mad at that.
I done wrote songs plenty of times, bro. And I promise you, after I listen to them, I sit there and be like, I don't know how I came up with that shit. But it's just, it is what it is. And I understand sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't devalue yourself, you feel me? Because you know your worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I listen to what I do sometimes, and I be amazed, you know what I'm saying? I can't want me. I can't want that shit. Ooh, why you bad? You feel me? Just for real.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Like the whole what you say about like I'm giving you an idea, bruh. I'm giving you the song.
Yeah. So
you know what I'm saying?
That's different.
Yeah.
But if you got an idea and you just want me to get on it,
You want me to bust? I'll bust on it. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
But for
that's
me
way
to
easier.
craft your song.
You give me the idea, I can write something to that shit. But if I got to figure out something for you, yeah, gotta give me a long time. I'm talking about.
Cut song, second
Yeah.
single off the album.
Shout out to Carl Mo. Carl Mo did that one. That's actually the last song I did for the album.
Mm-hmm.
We did do that on Pro Tools, and it really was basically a cut song remix. It wasn't gonna be the second single. Actually, Dirt Work was gonna be the second. Dirt Work, Time Lock was in the mix. Dirt Work was
Dirt Work
in
hard,
the street
boy.
was calling
Yeah,
for that
Dirt
shit.
Work hard.
So that's what made Dirt Work. But what ended up happening is at the time the label was like, look, we don't want to. I got a stupid video treatment for Dirt Work actually, and but it was gonna cost a whole lot of money. It was gonna cost at least $500,000 to shoot that video, and they wanted to shoot something that was gonna be cheaper, like $250,000, $300,000. So they was like, what can we shoot cheaper? And I'm like, shit, well, let's just shoot It's Okay. Y'all just want to, because really, to be honest, they was trying to get another record out, and then I was supposed to be working on the second project.
Yeah.
So they was really just trying to go ahead and get something out and keep the move going, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Dirt Work was going to be the second single, but Carl Mo did that. We killed it. The beat, I talked to him down there every day, if not every other day, and we were talking about that song a few weeks back, and he was like, yeah, when I did that beat, if you listen to it, but it's actually like with the bass line in the back, DJ Quick Tonight.
What? Hold on, I gotta check that out. Yeah, when I go home, I'm gonna check that out again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he was like, yeah, I was doing that shit off of DJ Quick tonight. And I was like, for real? I said, you know what? That was one of my favorite songs.
Man, that
And I
dude
said, I
tonight.
kept saying,
Yeah.
I couldn't figure that shit out. But I was like, when I first laid the shit, I kept trying to figure out, man, this sound like something that I be fucking with. But we were talking about it recently, and he was like, yeah, you know, that DJ Quick tonight. So I was like, okay. He was like, yeah, that's where I came up with the idea from. So shout out to Carmo one time for my homeboy. Y'all might know him. He did the Way You Move, Shout It Sway My Way remix, My Boo.
Oh, he did My Boo?
Yeah,
Damn, I didn't know that shit.
He's done a lot. He's done a lot of records, a lot of the Pastor Troy records.
I know he did some. I was a credit reader, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like, I used to get.
He did
him,
all that. Bass, a lot of songs on the Bass and Quad. Jermaine Dupri put out
that So Def,
like
Def, Volume 1. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
He did a lot of them records.
Yeah.
So shout out to my partner Carl Mo. Y'all know what's happening.
Yeah, I remember seeing his name a lot because, like, man, I was every Tuesday, Sam Goody Target dude.
Say that.
I get it, open the credits. I don't leave till I look at the whole credits.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
I was the same way, so I'm with you.
Shout out to that. I mean, dope video. Definitely had the vibe. Had them boys back there yeeking.
We were just having fun. It's crazy. Not to put that out there, but what's the Lil Nar, something like that. It's a rapper. So he had on I saw him on Instagram. He got a big name, Lil Nar or something like that, I think. But he had posted a video, right, with the big water jugs that be in the water coolers and shit.
Yeah.
With the lean in it. And I had to put some on there because everybody, you know, he was getting crazy. He got a big following. And, I was like, shit, I did that shit 22 years ago in the Cut Song video. Yeah. And a lot of folks started chiming in. And I was like, man, I did that shit.
Long time ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was just a different era. That's when a lot of what's going on now. Our fault, we apologize, but a lot of what's going on, we started. You feel me? But, like I said, man, that was another record. We just having fun on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Same thing. Like I said, it's real life, though. At some point, you doing something else. You having a little fun.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hey.
Yeah. Gotta hit the club. Gotta turn up, man. Gotta enjoy life.
Exactly.
To all the hustlers that be moving the sacks, to all the gangsters, let me hear you bust your gat. Let me hear you bust your gat. This is for my niggas jumping up in the trap. To all the hustlers that be moving the sacks, to all the gangsters, let me hear you bust your gat. Let me hear you bust your gat. This is for my niggas jumping it up in the trap. Close the blinds, grab the scales and check the weight. Man, we dope like duct tape, cocaine straight. We ain't scared to ride dirty, we got product to sell. And we know to take chances, put you under the jail. See my cousin taught cats how to run traps, and was the first to set them off with the ready sacks. So we gon' keep collecting loot from the hot spots, so I can cop my pops a masterpiece Rolex.
So
all the hustlers.
What's the with them being right, but what's the dynamic with East Point and College Park? Because it's like
College
you
Park
can't say
and East
one
Point,
without
they
the
run
other.
into each other. You know what I'm saying? We conjoining cities on the south side. You know what I'm saying? I actually grew up closer to downtown College Park that actually runs into East Point. And then as a child, I was in Club Candlewood. So Club Candlewood, we moved down the street to College Park, but I mean, less than a quarter, you 100 yards. You could walk from College Park to East Point from where I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? In a matter of minutes. So Calhoun's is actually a street in Martell Homes.
Okay.
In East Point.
That was my next question.
Okay, that's Calhoun Avenue. Lucky Calhoun stayed on Calhoun Avenue. Cool Breeze from Martell. Him and Lucky, they from Martell Homes. You feel what I'm saying? They're my partners. So that's where the Calhoun name come from. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm from down the street from where they from. You feel what I'm saying? They're my partners. So Same shit though. In that song, everything real. Shout out to KB, Big Cuz, Paula Calhoun, Lucky Calhoun, Cool Breeze, Freddie Calhoun, and you know that record out. You feel me? It's official. It's a lot. Like even that first verse with Paula. You know what I'm saying? I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So everything official that you hear, everything official. And it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it just seemed like a real family dynamic
Definitely.
with that. You know what I'm saying? With y'all being partners
Definitely.
and everything. Shit, you answer every question I was gonna ask without me answering.
Yeah, man. I mean, cause the thing is, I know what's going on with these records and the authenticity and the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy, you know. Now it's crazy because the problem with hip hop and rap today is because at the end of the day, music is music and it's supposed to be an art form. You
Exactly.
feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you're supposed to be able to create, have fun, do whatever it is you want to do on it. And we the only genre of music that folk hold you to a certain standard. You understand what I'm saying? And with that being said, a lot of these younger cats, they doing too much.
They doing way too
You
much.
know what I'm saying? We was doing too much, but y'all doing way too much.
The fact that it's
You feel
social
me?
media.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas
Yeah.
feel like you got to be cool. Like, I got some shit right now, and I'm talking about it. You feel me? Like, and I even on the first album, like I said, you niggas feel like you got to be cool. You got to kill to be cool.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, same shit. Like, niggas feel, today, a lot of the youth, I feel like, nigga, you ain't authentic if you ain't did no time.
Yeah.
You ain't did
Yeah.
this, you ain't did that. That ain't cool,
That
man.
ain't cool at all.
That ain't what's going on.
Throwing
You know
your
what I'm
life
saying?
away for nothing.
Yeah, because that ain't what's going on. Because at the end of the day, you ain't going to be able to keep doing that.
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying? And what you got to be doing, you need. If you was already doing it, you'll be that much further ahead.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? If you just gonna get on what you got to get on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, a lot of shit folk doing now, you know what I'm saying, everybody wasn't doing. So it was, you know, you knew who the Hustlers was, you knew who the Robbers was, you knew everybody else was doing regular shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Not everybody got something going on.
Everybody got something going on.
You feel what I'm saying? And everybody who everybody think they got something going on.
Yeah.
And everybody really ain't got nothing going on. And that's the problem. You feel me? Like, you got too many people who think they really got something going on. Bro, you ain't really got nothing going on. The game ain't even the same. So I know what y'all doing
the game
and
is
what you got going on.
100% not the same.
Yeah, so, you know, get to what it is you're trying to do for real, because that's the only thing that's really going to matter.
Yeah.
The other shit ain't going to last, but for so long,
It's
you
gonna
can't
be
get
small.
for so... Yeah. And if you ain't really trying to, you know what I'm saying, add that shit up to get to the next level, you're going to lose it all at some point anyway.
Like, with the new generation, look, man, I'm 42. With the new generation, it come across my desk a different way. Like, I used to seek music back then.
Right.
Nowadays, I hear about the BS they do before I
you
hear the music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that turned me off. Like, I can't give it an honest ear.
And that's the crazy thing, because we're a little older.
Yeah.
For the younger generation,
That's
the
they
BS
thing, yeah.
is what they want to hear. They want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why not support the guy who just trying to make it? You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to do all that.
Yeah.
Home official.
He a real rapper. He trying
Whatever
to make
it is he doing, but he trying to make it, and he ain't trying to do all that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to take nothing from nobody. Only thing home want to do is survive.
Exactly.
And he got a honest move and a good product. Why not support him? You feel what I'm saying? So you know, the game is crazy. The world is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just I remember being younger. We were some of the first people who, I remember being in school, getting on computers when the screen wasn't nothing but green.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Wasn't no color when we first saw computers. And we were some of the first people they was trying to see if they was gonna even use computers in schools. You understand what I'm saying? And now the world is run by your phone ain't nothing but a computer.
It's just a computer.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So kids got computers in their hands as babies. We gonna give them the phones, the tablets, or whatever, so they can do whatever. But the problem is they getting all their information off of this. You know what I'm saying? I remember being a child, teenager, having to do research papers and shit. You had to go to the library. Encyclopedia.
Britannica.
Now.
It's right there.
But the problem is, what you looking at that's right there could be real, it could be fake. What's in that book was official.
Yeah.
Because them folk had to cite references if they got that shit from somewhere or whatever. You don't know what you looking at unless you know what you looking at.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. So these kids raising themselves off of phones and tablets. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they just done changed the game to where parents can't do as much, you know what I'm saying, but talk.
Yeah.
And if the child don't want to listen, you kind of in a hard spot.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a lot tougher. I done seen a lot of good people out the hood, and I done seen a lot of bad people out of affluence. You know what I'm saying? Of having things. So where you come from don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen a lot of people make it out the hood. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I done seen a lot of folks go backwards. You feel me? So it's about what is it that you want out of life? You know what I'm saying? What you trying to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people gotta figure out with these younger artists. You got some who it's crazy because I see a lot of these up and coming artists showcases, different venues and different things. And some of the best talent, they ain't the ones who hustling and got the money and got somebody behind them. So they never really being heard. Some of the less talented people,
got all
the
that.
ones who doing everything in the world to get a check behind them, and they getting it behind them. You know what I'm saying? And they getting the look. Yeah. And people going for it. Longevity-wise, they ain't gonna be in the game long because, you know, they gonna have them 1 or 2 whatever that's gonna hold them over for the next 3 to 6 to 9 months, you know what I'm saying? And then that's gonna be that. But the ones who could really have real staying power, and the game has changed because of the internet, because you got a lot of artists that we don't hear about if you don't know what's going on with them, who making good money, you know what I'm saying? They ain't making millions.
But they doing what they doing.
Yeah.
They can take care of their family.
They can make them 100,000, 800,000, 200,000 a year and still be under the radar. You don't know, but they got a base. You know what I'm saying? So the game has changed. It's a lot of the dynamics of the world have changed just in totality. You know what I'm saying? As far as how the common person thinks, how the common consumer thinks. You know what I'm saying? Attention span of the common consumer. You know what I'm saying? It's very short. You know what I'm saying? People want instant gratification.
Instant gratification right now.
I tell people that's why it's called Instagram. Because it's instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people are able to create facades and get instant gratification.
That's all they doing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can put whatever out here, and if I can find enough people to believe in what it is I'm selling, then I feel as I'm winning.
Yeah.
You know it's all a fallacy, but it is what it is.
She
so
real.
Believe it.
I ain't never heard that Instagram, instant gratification though. That's
No, that's real though.
I like that.
me and you. My little buddy. Growing up as kids, we played tag on the playground. Looking under your skirt when the teacher wasn't around. Thinking of plans of getting paid at an early age. Looking for a high wage, hustling the first page. Time would pass, smoking weed as teens. Got hip to the game, started stacking greens. Niggas running off me and you, down for the loop. We riding on them for every cent they blew. But things would change as time went by. Every day getting high, believing the lies. Oh, you got one on the way now? God, Papa, Big Slimm, is he gon' stay down? Of course, whatever the cost, you know it ain't no boss. You my nigga, I'm leading the loss. Still sipping sauce while we riding floss. Remember, we was partners from the start. To death do us part. Baby girl, you my heart.
So throughout this interview, it's been a recurring theme. It's real. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Now, another element of this we ain't really talked about with the album is the storytelling.
Okay.
You told a story on this.
Definitely.
Now, we've been talking about it real. One of the questions I was going to be, is this a true story?
True story. It's mainly about, most of it is about probably one person, but it's actually a combination of probably 2, maybe 3 people. But the bulk, because when I say 2 or 3 people, certain little elements is actually I'm talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
But the bulk of that song is about a certain person. You know what I'm saying? But it's really like 2 and maybe 1 or 2 lines is about somebody else. But
So how it end? Y'all cool? Everything
oh,
great?
no, I mean everything. Everybody I done dealt with in my life, I'm still connected to. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere we all cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have ups and downs, and how you move forward from there is how you move forward from there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't got no problems with nobody, and ain't nobody got no problems with me. So
That's what's up.
we Gucci. But that is one of my favorite. Worldly Ways and that song are my 2 probably favorites off that album.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Like how big was it for you to feel like you had to tell the story like that? Like, you know, because
I don't even know if it was big for me. I think that's just where I pulled from.
Just where you was at?
Yeah, just where I pulled my music, like what I do. That's where I pull from stuff around me. Even, I mean, sometimes elements in certain songs, some parts may not be me. It may be somebody, my cousin. It may be my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? It may be other elements of people that are around me as well. You know what I'm saying? Parts of it is this, and then it goes in the, oh, I remember when, and then I add that to it. So certain depends on the record, but that song is definitely one particular person, and then a little bit of somebody else, and 1 or 2 lines of somebody else.
Straight up.
Truthfully, you feel me?
Since we keeping it real.
Yeah.
I saw it going down. Smash, crash, and burn. Y'all haters gon' learn. You gotta stack it to have it, but ballin' in your habit. You lost your chicken bell, chasing that rabbit. Had a pot of gold at your fingertips. You should've grabbed it, but see, we lay low, play broken. Never let these hoes know how we making our dough. Playboy, that's we show. Only if you need that, you can buy me where these trees at. Cause this green grass has turned into a cheese crab. It's like a steam bath. Do dirty work, then we clean cash. I got the dopest raps in this $1 billion trap. If the DJ put the cut on it, then I'm coming back. Those times, more rhymes and make it all back. I'm off a slow grind, it be so fine. So you know I'm gonna get mine, get mine, get mine. Yeah, nigga, I got mine. Trick fast cash niggas, animated all these cartoon characters. Hustler hating, see these sugar cookie cheese.
First and foremost, it sounds like some black superhero shit to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like I'm about to hop out of El Dorado with the hat on.
Well, there was a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
It is. When I was writing it. Another record, just some rap shit, for real, you know what I'm saying? It was elements of shit that were going on in my life, but it really was just some rap shit, you know what I'm saying? I was rapping and just spitting, and the hook was, I'm looking at it like, y'all niggas some characters. Y'all
Man.
niggas funny as hell. You know what
like
I'm saying? Like,
even still, like that fit so much today. Just like we were talking about the internet.
same thing.
It's just
though.
so many
Characters.
cartoon characters up on there.
But it was
man.
already going on.
Yeah.
Folks just didn't have the platform.
They just ain't
You
see it.
feel
It wasn't
me?
in their face.
Yeah.
It wasn't
But,
in their face.
You know, it's always somebody out there doing
Something goofy.
that's
Something
all
goofy,
to it.
man.
You feel me? So
yeah.
that's where that really came from. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm around, y'all niggas corny as fuck for real, bro. But some people going for it. You know what I'm saying?
It's the game.
It's a couple people going for what
game.
you kicking.
It's
you know what I'm saying? Because they don't know no better.
They don't know no
You
better.
feel me?
Yeah.
And so I get it. But if these folk really knew what you had going on, bro, you ain't got nothing going
You
on.
ain't got no nothing.
Yeah, you making it look bigger than what you got, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? And them folk going for it, but
You were dropping some real jewels in there. Like one of my favorite lines, because I went through this. If you ball too fast, it's gonna break your ass.
oh yeah, believe it.
If you- They ain't got that real.
'Cause see, and I had been around people. See, I got homeboys and friends and folks I done seen who I, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, I had homeboys like they hold, bro. We in the club, we having some. You might not be having it much, but you got your whole everything you own, boy. You got your whole couple of dollars. $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You got all that shit on you. Whatever you do tonight,
It's over with.
yeah. If you fuck it up,
It's fucked up.
now you gonna be. I already know what you finna do. You finna run off on somebody that got them in a couple of days, just to get back on your. Cause I seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? You finna do something crazy, cause bro, you out here with everything, your whole
Everything.
life in your pocket, in the club. We kicking it, you fucking it up. But you finna fuck you up. But you ain't tripping cause you know shit, I'm finna run off on these niggas. I ain't finna goddamn get on niggas.
You already got the bullshit playing in motion.
See, I done been around all kind of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Takers, goddamn nigga gonna run off, nigga goddamn gonna get it, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So I already know. Shit, my butt over here, shit, he don't give a damn.
Yeah.
He got everything on him. He fuck all that shit up tonight. He finna try to take it from somebody else tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether he finessing them, you know what I'm saying? Way for finessing was the mood. These niggas been finessing. You know what I'm saying? There's been some Atlanta shit. They gonna trick your ass, take something from you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these folks, I already know what these niggas on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That I've been there.
Yeah. And you got folks who gonna put on like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, shit. When we out, ooh, you think they got it? I ain't got nothing going on. I got a girl. Matter of fact, it's so funny. The girl the main girl who I'm talking about in that record.
Yeah.
I remember some years, long time ago. She was trying to fuck with this dude. And he was kicking it like he played pro ball. His homeboy played pro ball. Home ain't make it to the league. But his homeboy who played pro ball gave him access to all his goods. So he had a stupid whip, stupid ass condo, all that shit. She went for it, found out the nigga didn't even play ball. You feel what I'm saying? So he was putting on. He was creating that character, making it look like, it looked sweet, baby. And you gotta realize the time, see, a lot of people gotta realize the time frame, shit that was going on in the city. I had a cousin of mine, rest in peace, and a homeboy of mine. These folk were part of the biggest car theft flipping ring in history. You understand what I'm saying? I remember I used to pull up to my homeboy house, man, them niggas had this when Hummers and shit was out.
Yeah.
Right? Like stupid. Them niggas had all that shit in the yard. Chopped up whips and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew how many niggas really, like, these girls going for it. Cause these niggas pulling up in stupid shit every day. They got a house, they got everything. You feel what I'm saying? We late teens, early 20s, these niggas got everything. Balling. You know what I'm saying? And folk going for it. You ain't got no choice but to go for it, cause shit, these niggas pulling up in it. You know what I'm saying? They pulling up to the house, they in the whip, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of this shit in the cup, you know what I'm saying? Money was crazy back then, you feel me? Believe it or not, 90s, early 2000s, this money was going stupid, man, you feel me? Yeah. Cause it was a different game.
It was out here.
And folk were going for it. But I'm knowing really like, so you going for all the bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You don't know no better. These my partners, so I ain't hating on.
Yeah.
But them folks ain't. Yeah, they getting some money, but
it ain't like what you think.
Yeah, cause I got partners to this day who that, you know what I'm saying, scheming and scamming and all that extra shit. It is what it is. But I know how their life is.
Yeah.
They be up one day, they be down the next. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes they move get hot, they can't get on that shit right now. They trying to find their next move, you feel me?
That's the worst shit in the world though. But
it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But when they up, they up. So them they kicking it. And anybody who get caught up in that shit, you know what I'm saying? You think it's all good. Them folk got it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, them niggas might disappear for the next 3 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me, trying to figure out their next lick. You feel what I'm saying? But a female who don't know no better, nigga balling, nigga buying all this. Shit, I know, man, even when we was young, you know what I'm saying, scheming and shit, getting vouchers at Rich's and Macy's and shit like that shit, I could goddamn pull up, get a girl $200-$300 goddamn credit voucher. Shit, that shit ain't cost me nothing. You feel me? Cause I know how to go get that shit.
Yeah.
And we ain't even stealing. We just working on 1, 2, getting this shit, but I can give you that shit, cause this shit ain't cost me nothing but some old clothes or something. You feel me? So I know how this shit go. But a motherfucker who got them on the receiving end, that shit looks sweet. Oh, these folks having it. They going for it. So once they go for it, shit, it is what it is.
Yeah, man.
You went for the titty box, baby. Yeah. Hey.
You broke that shit down.
Yeah.
You broke that shit down.
It's just real life, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and shit go on like that to this day. From the low level guy to the top motherfuckers in these corporations. Cause don't think these folk in these big corporations ain't got no bullshit going on.
They got a lot of bullshit.
They got a lot of game. They got the most game in the world. Cause they know how to goddamn cheat you for real.
For real.
Yeah, for the real money.
They gonna get you out of it.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
We gonna I'm gonna go Hey man, we broke down the skinny, but I couldn't let you go without asking you about that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gangster shit.
I love them click songs because it seems like it bring out the best in everybody.
Oh yeah. So that song, I remember coming up to the studio maybe 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And Big Boy, C-Bone, and Carl Mo did that beat.
Okay.
And Carl Mo, they was all up here. So we had went to the club that night, to the Gentleman's Club. And they ended up coming up here after the club and stayed up to this motherfucker. They were goddamn doing their thing and stayed up here. So I come up here the next day, like I said, 1, 2, I think it was around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I came up here, they was like, boy, we did a stupid one last night. I go in there. It's only Big Boy and C-Bone verse on there in the hook. And they played that shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
So I gotta wreck them motherfuckers.
I was like, boy. And I said, I'm getting on that. I said, I gotta get on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now the beat, because we got an original version, I think it's online somewhere. The original version didn't have all the music on that. And it actually might be, it's just as hard as the version that came out, because it didn't have the music on it. It was raw. It was just a hard-ass beat.
Drum line.
Yeah, boy, that thing was hard. And It was just Big Boy and C-Bone verse on there. And the hook. And I came in and I heard that and I was like, oh, I'm getting on that one. I don't care what sound it is, I'm getting on that shit.
I remember the first time I heard that shit, and like me and my homeboy were just talking about how hard it was. Like the way you rolled the beat, did you just come off like that, or did you have to go back and redo it, or you just came out busting?
That was it.
One take, Jake?
I don't remember how I laid it. Probably so, but because I just was listening to the verse just then.
Yeah.
And a lot of that verse, actually, to be honest, is crazy. When 17s was the biggest rim it was, and that was crazy then. 17-inch rim. Because before that, everybody, it was 15.
Like Dayton's.
Yeah, 15.
Like spokes, bowl, hammers.
Yeah.
You know
So 17s was the biggest. I remember like 90. I want to say 94, 90. I think it was 94, 95. They had the boom. We used to call them boomerang. Boomerang rims on them Lexus boys. Cool. Them folk were coming through the AU Center with them
three motherfuckers. Like
exactly,
boy.
Yeah. They were coming through, and I was like, ooh. But it was 17s. Wasn't no 20s. Wasn't no 19, no 18. None of that shit yet. 16, 17, like a 17-inch rim was the biggest rim back then.
Yeah.
So when I'm talking about candy paint and on rubber band, really, I really was talking about the size of the tire on a car with rims with 17. You know what I'm saying? And then they had gotten bigger by that time, so it really was a small tire. But those were the elements that I really was putting in that verse, and then it was just, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about everything, cause like when I say pimps was known for catching runaway, all that shit come from going to strip clubs as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from an era where pimping was heavy in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I started going in clubs and shit when I was 13. You feel what I'm saying? That shit fuck me up to this day. I'm still in these motherfuckers. But I started going to strip clubs and shit when I was 13. So pimps and, you know what I'm saying? All them elements was going on. So a lot of that shit really, I was talking about early 90s shit. Yeah. And I think we did that. We might have did that at the end of 99. Maybe as far as recorded that song, end of 99, early 2000, when we actually recorded it. So a lot of that shit still was going on in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And
legendary.
Yeah.
That shit legendary.
Yeah.
Man.
So I was really like a lot of that verse, because when I was just lit, I was like, by the time it came out, folks still were riding candy cars, but a lot of the candy shit, heavy, like I promise you, if you never went to the Freaknik, you ain't never seen no shit like this ever. I don't care where you done been in your life, bro. I done did it all.
Straight
for
up.
A young black person.
Straight up.
Ain't nothing compared to the Freaknik. Because you talking about hundreds. I ain't talking about 1,000 people here, 1,000 people there. Hundreds of thousands, bro. I promise you. When I say the whole downtown, expressway and everything. I remember, I'm going to give you an example. We was on the highway by Grady Hospital, on the highway.
Next to where Georgia State Stadium is now?
Well, not even down there.
Okay.
By Grady Hospital on the highway, going north. And I remember it was so much traffic. The cars weren't moving, so people was getting out their cars. So whoever was driving was still driving, but everybody else who was in the car was getting out of the car. We was in my car, but I had my cousin driving. And I remember me and my other homeboy, we had got out the car. And at some point, the police had started directing the traffic. They started making the cars go. But we had got out the car, of course. So they done made my cousin get off the exit and get the fuck on. We don't know where he at. We running through traffic. We going through traffic. We like, damn, I finally called him. He like, bro, they done got me all the way over by the West End.
Damn.
On God, bro. I remember this shit like yesterday. But we get off down there by Edgewood, by Grady Hospital. We walked from over there all the way to the West End Mall, boy. All the way. That's how much traffic it was. It wasn't no call your buddy and tell him to pull back over here because it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
It would have took him longer to try to get back to us than it took us to walk all the way back over there. And we had to walk to the West End Mall to get back to the car. So when I tell you it ain't nothing like this shit, it ain't. You'll never, I promise you, bro. Anybody who ain't, my era, see, I was down here when the Braves were going crazy, when the 96 Olympics came through, all that shit. So, and I was the right age. You know what I'm saying? I was old enough to be able to hang out. You know what I'm saying? But young, but still young. You know what I'm saying? But we still able to go everywhere. See, people don't even realize, what you wouldn't even realize is they ain't really start carding crazy till 99, 2000. Because I promise you, I was going in strip clubs at 13 years old. I was going to old 21 and older club when I was 14, 15, 16, 17. Taking my little cousins who was younger than me. You know what I'm saying? Any motherfucker. You feel me? Like, they ain't really start bucking on ID till 99, 2000 when they really start pressing the issue on that shit. You feel me? So, I got a song. I ain't put it out, but I got a song I was talking about, and I said, I was standing on stage next to Biggie Freaknik 96. That's a real motherfucking statement. I ain't jumped off yet. But boy, I was in the motherfucking club when Biggie and them performed during Freaknik in 96. You understand what I'm saying? Real shit. And so the game was just, the world was different then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a different type of move. You feel what I'm saying? And all them elements in gangster shit on my verse, a lot of that shit I'm really talking about. The 90s. Yeah. Like, man, we had candy car with these big ass round holes every motherfucking way. You wouldn't believe this shit. That really what I was talking about. You feel me? And it's just real, you know what I'm saying? That was real life right there, boy. That definitely, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that day, but boy. And then, even then, to be honest, shit was still going on. Because at that same, because even at that same point, even after Freaknik had slowed down, I remember for some years after that, like on the weekends, you could go to Peachtree from underground all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers used to just be riding in their cars up and down Peachtree. Like, that shit was just packed on a Saturday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? All the parks were going crazy on Sundays. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't the same. You know, of course, they start coming up with laws and you can't do this and you can't do that and they shutting the park down and all that old dumb shit. They were going crazy. You know, I promise you, this shit was like Freaknik every fucking day, bro, even after Freaknik. And then in them early 90s, even when Freaknik wasn't going on, see, after that point, people were just 559. That was a club in the West End. All that shit. Like, that whole block, Ashby, all up and down that motherfucker. Non-stop, boy, nothing but traffic. Gridlock. You know what I'm saying? Like, these folk locked in, boy, nothing but cars going up and down both sides. And niggas go up and go as far as they could go, and then when the traffic got there, stop, they turning around getting back in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause nigga hollering that bro, you know what I'm saying? You just kick. Ain't nothing else to do. You just kicking unless you go to the club. We had the Frozen Palace on the Old National. I remember back in the 90s. That parking lot, that same parking lot still stupid. We go there tonight, that whole parking lot gonna be loaded. But even back then, this the early 90s. Even when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? That parking lot was loaded and still loaded. I promise you, ride down Old National tonight, Jack, that whole parking lot gonna be crazy. Same parking lot. Been going since the early 90s.
I ain't never partied in College Park. I ain't never
Early
partied down there.
90s, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's just like I said, this the reason why a lot from when we talk about music, we talking about Atlanta, we talking about radio, we talking about everything that's still going on now. Why Atlanta has been on top and has been on top in as far as radio and music, the music game. A lot of what's going on started back with Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? As far as the city is concerned. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. I could tell you so much about hip hop, music, and the reason why the world is today. See, a lot of people don't realize. I'll give you a perfect example. Barack Obama being president. A lot of the reason he was able to be president is because of hip hop music.
Exactly. There. Yeah.
I promise you, bro.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Because that's what gave the other side a view on what we really had going on.
Yeah.
And got people to understand who black folks were, because they was lied to coming out the womb.
Ever
like,
since.
That's evil. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Ever since.
And we was able to tell our own story and let people start making their own choices.
Ever since the message with Fear 5.
Exactly.
Since we've been able to tell our story, it ain't what you think.
Exactly.
I could give you an example. I lived in D.C., and when I lived in D.C., I worked with a lot of Ethiopians.
Okay.
All I thought about was flies and starvation.
Right.
I ain't
know. Realize what they had.
I ain't know they had cities like New York.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, my buddy, them AG Entertainment, Alex, them, they in Reaching. You know what I'm saying? Them folk run this city for real. As far as this club and business shit, as far as entertainment, they getting all the money. You feel me? So, you know, you only ignorant until you educate yourself. You feel me? So
yeah, that's true. That's
it is what it is. So if you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know.
Until you find out. Yeah. Then once you find out, you're like, oh, that's
once
how
you find out, you got to do better and let somebody else know that it ain't it.
That ain't what you think it is, bro.
You think it is.
You know what I'm saying? It look like that because that's. But see, everything is perception. So whatever you see on TV, you see a lot of people go for what they see.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But everything you see ain't reality.
Exactly.
You feel me? That's only a portion. A person showing you what they want you to see, but they not showing you necessarily the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with a lot of people. You know, that's the problem with the world today because, like I said, kids get these phones as kids.
Yeah.
And they educating themselves. But what's real and what's fake? It's a lot of fake shit on here.
It's a lot of
like
fake
I tell
shit.
people every day, it's just like a lot of stuff going on with some of these celebrities. Some of it may be real, some of it may be fake. But even with the fake shit, you don't know it's fake until somebody show you the proof. And then the problem with the proof is you see it, but then you still got a perception. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people who they put the negative out and then you believe it. And then they show you, hey, what they showed you ain't real. But then you still like, nah, I still think it's something to that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we can make up a story right now by anybody in this world.
Yeah.
And put it on the internet. And before they able to correct it, it's already done went everywhere. Everybody ain't gonna never see the truth. And they gonna believe what they choose to believe. So
yeah.
You know, this internet real dangerous, bro.
That shit crazy.
And then now with the AI, cause I just saw the thing when they just took Taylor Swift's face and put it on like some nude images that ain't real through the AI. So now they actually trying to work on laws with the AI stuff because see the AI is gone.
Yeah, I seen some shit.
It's so much crazy stuff can go on with that.
They had Joe Biden doing the speech.
Oh yeah. All of that, exactly. Yeah. I saw that too. But see, the problem is, like I saw a while back, is a person can, let's say your child got a phone. You got the spam call. Well, a person can call your child phone and say, hey, this is so-and-so, your daddy's friend. I'm supposed to pick you up today from wherever. Now, if your child don't know no better.
They don't, yeah.
And so that's the problem. You feel me? They can do whatever with that. Whatever. And it's crazy how fast. I mean, I'm blessed to say that I came up in the era that I came up in because I've seen it transition crazy. But I see how fast things transition.
Yeah.
So I started with, when I first was a child, shit, it was 8 tracks was still out. Then wax, then cassettes, then CDs. Now we on the internet. I seen all that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And the way technology is now is who can create the new version of whatever the fastest.
The fastest, yeah.
You feel me? So it speeded up even faster. You know what I'm saying? New shit. My mama used to work for Bellside Mobility. You know what I'm saying? The car phones. The first motherfucking car phone. You feel me? So I saw the evolution of car phones from day one. The very first ones. All the way to what we got now. You feel what I'm saying? So technology has advanced to a whole nother level, a whole nother speed. You know what I'm saying? And if you got AI now, what the hell they gonna have 10, 20 years from now?
For real.
You know what I'm saying? We got cars flying.
Yeah.
They improving. You feel me? The Jetsons is here.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? So what's the next tier? You feel me? So, you know, it's preparation. You got to be prepared. You got to be aware. It's a lot of things you got to do for self. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you and your family is all right at the
That's
end
real
of the
talk
day.
right
Yeah,
there.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause, like, you seeing a lot of celebrities talking about building bunkers and all of that. You feel me? So,
Yeah. Well, we can sit here, talk, kick game
yeah, yes, sir.
all day. We broke down the skinny.
Yeah.
It was
The
good chopping
information,
up.
the skinny.
Good
Yeah,
chopping it up
who
with
we
you,
on?
bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate
Love,
you, bro.
For sure.
Great episode. It was a pleasure, man, and an honor sitting down rapping with Slimm Calhoun. If you made it through, do what you do. Follow, like, tell a friend, tell a friend. Until then, I'ma holler at y'all. Y'all hold it down.
Yeah. I appreciate you,
Bruh.
Love.